Some of the cons of the Industrial Revolution include pollution increased as more and more factories were built. The machines used in the factories burned a lot of fuel, which created a lot of smoke that clogged up the air. When many people left their farms, they moved to the cities. This created an overpopulation in the cities. There were not enough jobs for people. The machines took over many of the jobs humans did. Competition for the few jobs there were was fierce. Child labor was also a big part. The demand for manufactured goods required record numbers of laborers to produce the necessary goods. This increased demand also sparked tradesmen and carpenters to create new approaches for increased productivity of the manufacturing processes. They came up with the idea of child labor, hiring children under the ages of 16 for long hours, hard work, and low wages. Lastly, there were dangerous factory jobs. Injuries were caused by roof collapsion, explosions, hands crushed under heavy objects, and the few safety rules given. Even death was common from accidents in the factories. Even though there were a lot of cons of the Industrial Revolution, there were some pros.
Production times were cut in half with the newer technology. Machines were built and more products were produced in a shorter amount of time. The Industrial Revolution also ushered in a golden age for America. More people became educated, as many of the jobs began to require further education in order to operate the machines. As machines became more complicated to use, specialized jobs were created for people to fix these machines. The Industrial Revolution also took America to the forefront of technological advances for the time period. Some of the inventions included the spinning jenny by James Hargreaves, the first reliable steam engine by James Watt, the cotton gin by Eli Whitney, the telephone by Alexander Graham Bell, and the first airplane by Orville and Wilbur Wright. By the late 19th century, living conditions had improved greatly. Most towns built sewers and created a clean water supply. New housing regulations meant that new houses were much better than the previous. The rise of factory production introduced new lines of work, which increased the number of jobs in these factories. As the factories increased in size, the number of workers that were employed rose as well. Some believe the Industrial Revolution ended back in the 19th century, while others believe that it is still taking place today.